Alright, here I am in Ystra Highlands on my way to Mystic Altar. But before I do go there, I kind of wanted to give an honorable mention to these elites that are on here. There are 4 of these Minotaur elites on the way up the mountain to Mystic Altar. And this guy, allegedly, according to Dungeon Loots, he drops the only spear in the game. Well, maybe it's not the only one. I think there are perhaps a few, like, cosmetic items that are technically count as spears. But I think this is the only spear that I've ever seen. And I think a couple of the others can also drop staves. In fact, I know that the next one up drops a staff, because I actually managed to get it. And I'll show you that in a little bit. But first I'm going to kill this guy. Maybe, if a miracle happens, I'll get the spear. Nope. I've been killing him every time I come up here, and so far I've never gotten it. I'm going to go to the next elite. Alright, this is the next guy. I already killed the first 2. But this guy I know drops a staff, because I managed to get it. I got it a while back. I've had it for a long time. But this staff drops off of him as well, and I think it's the best staff for level 36. It's hard to get. It's rare, because these elites spawn, like, once an hour or something like that. Like, they have a long respawn time. I can look it up, but, yeah. He didn't drop anything that time. He usually doesn't. Also, if you're lucky, you might get a, card off of them. One time I got a card off of one of these bosses, and I sold it for a good amount of money. And if you come this way, this is actually a shortcut down to one of the other bosses. I'm not going to go down there because I want to head up to the altar, and I already have killed this guy, but if you jump down there, one of the other bosses is sort of in this building here. Well, they're not bosses, they're elites. And they're not very difficult ones either. One last thing before I go down into the altar. These 2 big Minotaur statues are actually bosses. You have to do something special to activate them. You can't just walk up to them and fight them. But yeah, they're level 50 bosses, and if you I think there's a series of NPCs and little mini quest things you have to do. But you can activate them and fight them. I tried it once or twice on this account and failed miserably, but I'm not level 50 yet. I'm not really geared for soloing level 50 bosses yet. But I have killed them on my other character who's much higher level. Part of the reason I would want to kill them is because they actually drop some gear with good stats on them. It's mostly the stats that I want, because it's like a 2-handed sword, a 2-handed axe, a nice hammer. It's a bunch of weapons that are nice if you're a class who uses those weapons, but I am not. Yep. Of course, I also have Black Codex. I could just teleport there. But I usually like to go and kill those Minotaurs on the off chance that I get a card. But it is much slower. So whenever there was a while where I was just farming this instance. So I would run it, go to my house, and then teleport back and run it again, and so on and so forth. You do need to get attuned to run this instance. I didn't mention it on the other videos, but you also need to be attuned to run Ice Dwarf Kingdom, and let's see, Necropolis of Mirrors. I know there's quests that take you in there. Forsaken Abbey, there's quests. I'm not sure if they require attunement though. There are threads on the forums, at least there used to be. They rerouted the forums, so I don't even know anymore if those threads are still up. Alright. Alright, here we go. You gotta click this little thing and you'll get taken in. Now, I am using, of course, my my awesome axe that I got out of Icedwarf Kingdom 35. The level 38 axe, Snow Battle Axe. I plus 6'd it, tier 7'd it, because it was a tier 2 weapon. I will add 5 tiers. I even put a Wrath 5, Fatal 5, and Loot 4 rune in them. Those are all runes that were available in Chapter 1, and I can do up to tier 5 runes. And, like, honestly, I can't even get a tier 6 rune. I would have to craft it myself. I happened to see someone was selling these at one point, so I snagged them when I could. And you also see I have all those tier 4 green stats. That yellow intellect, or that green intellect 3 was already on there. Interestingly, after I had already gotten this axe and statted it up and everything, I later ran it again with somebody, and I managed to get another OD one. It's slightly better OD, and it's actually clean, but the stat that comes on the axe is no good. So I didn't really want the stat, but I hold on to the axe for a rainy day. Just today, I accidentally sold my axe to a vendor, and I bought it back really quick before I crashed. I was scared for a second. Alright. You gotta watch out for these mana bats. They will drain your mana, and it's a good thing I can stun them. I'm also using my Condensed Rage. It's my level 45 elite. So you have to make sure that when you first come down here, you have to come in here. If you forget to come in here and you just continue on your way, you'll get all the way here and realize you screwed up and have to walk all the way back and then all the way again. It's very tedious. Yeah, you gotta click on this, and that will open this stone wall here. But there's still going to be that fire, and so to put that fire out, you're going to have to slay the demons or whatever they're called. In order to do that, you have to slay the ice queens or whatever they're called. It's kind of interesting that the first 2 bosses are actually not single monsters. It's like a series of mini bosses. Not a series, but like it spawns a whole bunch of them that you have to fight all at once. So it's like a mob of bosses. But the advantage of that is that when I was farming for the gear that they drop, like the ice things drop some nice cloth gear that I wanted. The advantage of that is that my loot 4 rune that increases drop rate actually helps, because drop rate doesn't actually increase the value of anything you drop, it only increases the chance that you drop, and none of them have 100% drop rate on their blue items. But if you got anything that boosts loot drops, I'm just gonna run past these guys, I don't care. I'm still only wearing my Forsaken Abbey gear, but after I run this one, the next instance, I'm just going to pull out all the stops, because that's basically going to be using gear out of here, and with stats, some of which are out of here, some of which are from other, like, crafted gear or bosses and stuff. And actually, you know what, I might even show how I farmed some of those stats, just like I showed how I got, because how I got some of the, like, the Bloodthirsty Hatchet and stuff. Because there's an interesting boss here in that maze in the labyrinth, which I farmed for some barbarian stats. Gotta kill these mana bats first. They're the highest priority in here. Come on. I swear I saw a mana bat. They also can fear you, I think. Actually, no, I'm mistaken. But the little scorpion guys can knock back. Can do a knockback. That pushes you around a little bit. Not really a big deal, but... convenient. I'm gonna kill these 2 bats first. Maybe they did fear me. Yeah. Okay. After running all of those other instants, I forgot how this one works. I run this one all the time. Well, not all the time, but I've run it a lot recently because I've been farming gear out of here. I don't even have the full cloth set statted yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to, but I got all the pieces OD, but some of them are too dirty. Okay, so you click on this cauldron, you get the holy water that you need, but then it spawns these evil ice spirits that you gotta kill. Sometimes I'll just tag all of them with my slash to get a bleed going. I really need to heal myself some more. This boss is not too hard, but maybe I'm underestimating them because I'm used to running them in better gear. Dang. Okay, I'm just gonna soul source and then... Oops. Gosh. That was my fault. Shoot, 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 shoot. I accidentally turned my numlock off and then my numpad was not working. Or my abilities that are keyed to my numpad, they were not going off. What is going on? Happens to the best of us, I suppose. One more. Looks like I did get a cloth glove. Ooh, 2 of them. See? Yeah, this loot rune is very nice. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna look at the belt first. Okay. Useless stat, not even OD. Just gonna disenchant that thing. Don't want it. Oh, I guess it has a command 6 on it, but I'm not going to use that either. Okay. Clean, but under durability. Don't want it. Here we go. Let's check this one. Ah. This one's no good either. See? But that's okay. I can always run it again. And I do have a pair of OD ones waiting for me in my house, but they are dirty. Actually... maybe I've already upgraded my gloves. I don't remember. I'll check that later. Not too worried about it right now. If I get an OD piece, I'm keeping it, even if it's dirty. Because, in theory, I can clean it with a random attribute removal stone. But I really don't like to waste all my money trying to do that if I don't have to. I'd rather sometimes just run it until I get a better one. It's one of the things I don't really like about the level 50 and under instances is in like level 55 and up, as if you're running, especially if you're running on normal mode or whatever, then you get a purple drop guaranteed. You don't know what it is, but you're guaranteed to get a purple drop off of most bosses. And it's going to have just a yellow stat, nothing else. So the only thing you really got to worry about is it being OD. Whereas in Chapter 1 content, you really need it to be clean and OD. If you want to be on top of your game. But it's just one more thing that gets put into the RNG. Okay, this boss is actually going to be really easy. Oh. Please, Mana Bat, leave me alone. It was actually that other one that feared me, but I guess it went back. I'm not going to be able to sell that. It's dirty. I see dirty OD jewelry pieces in the auction house, but I'm not going to try and sell them. If they're clean, I will. Alright, so once you've got your holy water, you're going to use it on the brazier, and it's going to summon, like, I think it's random. I think you get 3 to 5 of these deep flying demon things. You just kill them. Yeah, so yeah, I got 3. Maybe it's always 3, I don't even remember. I feel like I've gotten more at some point, but maybe I'm just misremembering. See, they go down pretty quickly. Here I got a blue earring. Again, a piece I'm just gonna... don't want it. No good stats. Not even OD. Nothing compared to this set. Again, I'm not wearing that one earring because it's statted for endgame. I'm not wearing any of the Mystic Altar gear that I would normally wear running this instance because I'm trying to demonstrate that I was able to run it the first time before I got any of those drops. And I believe I started at level 40, maybe 42 or something like that. I know that I got a drop, a staff that was level 42 drop. I believe it drops out of here. I got it as a drop, and I don't think I could have used it right away. I think I had to wait until I hit level 42 to use it. Actually, what's going on? Okay, that was weird. There's something going on wrong with my camera, but I fixed it. This is the staff I was talking about, the Staff of Kings. I never tiered it or anything, because the durability is not amazing, and, oh gosh, I'm dumb. I never go this way. Why did I go this way? Oh, I know. I probably came down here, and just out of habit, I went to the next one, because I go counterclockwise around. But I don't go this way. I come this way, since we just doused the flames. I'll kill her, and then this boss won't be here until after I come down here, but then I'll come back, kill him, and then I'll make my way over here. I find that's the fastest route through this instance. I think I just got distracted. Did I forget to summon my pet? I did. This is one of the auction house pets, but it is worth it because he can give me Guts and Huntsman Assist. Guts can increase my weapon damage, which is the most important thing, and Huntsman Assist can increase my physical attack, which is also important. Alright, see? Now we can get through here. The flames are gone. Also got some nice foods that I'm going to use when I get to the later bosses because they're actually kind of hard. And I know that I used those foods a lot when I was first running this to get that extra defense and physical attack. Because I actually died a lot on those bosses. And it was a matter of dying and then trying to get back up the mountain. Sometimes I would just teleport back, but I didn't always have the runes. There's the boss. But I'm going to try and clear as much of the trash as I can. I'm not... I would usually just let the Dream Eaters attack me so that I could get some extra rage, but I'm not sure if I want to do that now. Because I'm actually lower level, but... Oh well, I'll try it. Here we go. She also has the AoE ability, but I can stop it with my stun. There it is. Here it comes. I'm going to wait for her to get it so far and then stop her, because yeah, never mind. She just does it again. Sometimes that happens, but I can also wait for and that'll soak a lot of the damage. She also has a Soul Source ability. It's not called Soul Source, it's called like Desperate Rescue or something like that. That she can activate below 25% health. So it's better to save your stuns for that if you've got them. Because it'll heal her back to like 50% health or more, I don't remember how much. I also frequently get jewelry pieces from her, so let's see what I get this time. I believe she drops cloth legs. There we go, I got her. And all I got was a dagger this time. Maybe that ring is OD. Let's see. I don't know. I might try to keep the ring, but if I need to get rid of it, I will. I'm clearing out space because I know that I'm going to fill up before the end of the run. I always do. There's a lot of trash in this room, but you can avoid most of it. Yeah, these guys I usually have to fight, but they're not even elites, so it's no big deal. I guess I didn't aggro the other guy, that's okay. So there's like 5 Minotaurs in here. I usually just aggro them all, and then I'll kill them all at once. But then whenever I come back in this room, you do want to clear this room out, because otherwise whenever you come back in this room there will be a boss, and you don't have to fight these guys with the boss. So even though I could easily run past all these guys, you don't actually want to do that. Because the boss in here can be pretty nasty. I've died on him a few times. Maybe I'll put this down here. Getting a lot of guild runes. Okay, I'm gonna try and just avoid this room. Gonna go this way. Just kill this guy. Here we go, nice and easy. Oops. See, that's something I don't want to do. No. He's gonna summon all these, and he's gonna stand right there. Doorline. He's also got the AoE and the heal, and he also has a thing he activates at, I think, 25% health that gives him immunity to physical damage. I'm going to try and pull as many of these guys as I can and kill them first, because obviously it'll make the fight easier, but he also will just spawn more once the boss fight starts, so it gets pretty nasty pretty quick. It's easy to get overwhelmed. They don't have stuns, but still, it's not like they're just normal, non-elite mobs that I can just rely on for good rage generation. I'll keep some of them up for that reason, but I don't want all of them on me at the same time. Because I have died that way before. Okay. Let's see. I think those last three I'm gonna have to just leave and fight them with the boss. I'm gonna rebuff, and I think I'm actually going to use my food on this guy. Oops. Let's try this. There we go. Alright. Here we go. Oh, it didn't do this one. See if I can pull him. I don't think I can. It's gonna... Yep. It aggroed him. He's doing the dark power release right away. But that's okay. I'll let it go off. So if you're out of range, it's not gonna hurt you. But it is an AoE, so everyone who's next to him is going to get hurt. Oh, I think that his damage immunity is something that he just activates periodically. I don't even think it's a triggered thing. But he also silences, which is one of the worst things when I'm trying to heal. I like to always have my... Really ticking on him. I'm just gonna use my whirlwind to kill as many of them as I can. And I'm DPSing pretty well. Oh, see, there he does it. Whenever he does that, I'm just gonna spend the whole time healing up. Oh, no, he's gonna do that too. Get out of the way. Yeah, he will teleport you to him as well. Maybe the only reason he didn't do that last time is because he didn't have a target on him yet, but... Alright, he's getting close. This guy frequently drops a necklace, but there's a few other things he can drop. Looks like I got boots and a belt. And a harm rune that I might as well put in my gear, because I got some empty slots. Because I think I was using my block 5 runes in this gear, maybe in some aggressions, when I was running it, but I took those out there in my main gear right now. Okay. Those aren't very useful. Neither are those. Frequently you just get drops you can't use. Nope, that's the wrong thing. I want to go put this in my cloak, because why not? There we go. A little bit better at physical attack. I'll go a little bit of space here. Tuck this in there for now. the Minotaur boss is gonna be up here. And I'm actually going to even use my strong stimulant for this guy, because I really want to DPS him quickly. Fighting him for a long time is not fun. So, here it goes. I think when he gets to 25% health, he does like one of two things. One of them is like he goes immune to, I think it's magical damage, so it's not really a big deal for me. And the other one is like he frenzies. He does the whole berserk thing where he starts attacking really hard. Alright. Well, my strong stand's gone. Got him to 50%. Maybe I should have waited until I had him close to low, because you really want to burn that last bit of health quickly before, especially if he frenzies. He also has some knockdowns and some stuns. Okay, let's see what's he gonna do. Kill, kill, kill. I think that's his frenzy. Yeah, see, he stunned me. I'm doing okay. I think I'm gonna get him. I'm just scared because I know I've died so many times. See, there we go. He's got magic immunity. Immune to magical attacks. So I guess I got kind of lucky. There we go. And we got a leather helmet. Yep. He drops a purple bow, I think, which has a Fang 5 stat, which I've got a few of those stored away. I think I've used a few of them on my gear as well. Fang 5 gives, I believe, dexterity and physical attack. The dexterity I don't care for, but the physical attack is still like as good as like a regular command or attack green 10. So I might as well just take the little bit of extra dexterity for some dodge rate and some physical accuracy. Because one of the unfortunate things about being a priest warrior is that your one-handed axe skill caps at a much lower level, so your accuracy is kind of shot. There's a few things you can do to try and circumvent that, but taking some dex stats here and there is not a bad idea, especially when it's not like there's a million different ways to get physical attack. So I'll take physical attack and stamina, physical attack and strength, physical attack and dexterity, physical attack and defense, physical attack and HP. No, get all the different ways, all the different stats that come with physical attack. The only reason I'm not chucking those is because sometimes they sell for a good amount, because people use the recipes that drop in here. I think those sausages like increase magic crit rate or something like that. Okay, there's a couple mana bats in here, so you really got to be careful in this room because it's easy to get just totally mobbed. Especially when you're running it at level 40, 45. I think I managed to avoid that. I got another one. See if I can sell any of them. And there's another mana bat that is always in this hallway or up at the top. It sort of paces around. Now, here is the last boss. Got a couple minutes left on my food, so I'm going to try and just take advantage of that. The thing with this boss is just that there's all these extra ads. I mean, of course you can kill them first, but I kind of like the extra rage. I would rather kill these things, though. All these dark beetles are not really a big deal. The worst thing is they have those stuns, just like the scorpions in Acropolis of Mirrors on the dragon boss at the end. Why did that nightmare come in here? I think I'm going to kill too many of the beetles. My whirlwind. Yeah, I'm just going to soul source here. I'm not going to even bother stopping to heal. As long as I don't get stunned. Here we go. Soul source. Come on, come on, come on. Whew, I was stunned. Alright, got him. I'm gonna kill this guy too. Just for good measure. See. Okay, we got the cloth shoulders. Again, not OD, but I think I've already statted a nice pair of OD cloth shoulders out of here, so I'm not too worried about that. And I know I've got another pair of OD that are in my house. So there we go. That's it. All these other rooms here you don't even need to bother with. But if you want to go through them, clear them out, maybe you'll get some cards. So that's it. That's Mystic Altar. We didn't get anything good this time, but such is the life. You know? Alright. Next time, we will probably be doing some bosses, and then maybe we'll do Pasper Shrine.